All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. I just wanted to jump in real quick. Been trying to come out here and organize my building and the other building. We're having the tropical depression right now. So we've been having a lot of rain. We're supposed to get like 23 inches of rain. So I got an email from 6 Cents. They had a couple things on sale that I really wanted to get. So I just want to go over kind of what I got here. Kind of get you guys' opinion. I've also ordered some, I've still been trying various braids from AliExpress. There's a few that I really like before I give you like my honest full opinion of what I really like. The microfly is good. The what's this called? The 12X by Lure Better. This stuff here is pretty good too. I'm trying to find the best budget stuff I can find. Budget braid. Some of it loses its color really quick. Some of it does pretty good. Some of it has some really bad like knot strength. It's kind of weird. I've never seen braid that didn't have good knot strength. Okay, the first thing I got was some of these swing shaky heads. I want some for big worms. And this is the 3/4 ounce 7/0. And then I got 5/16 4/0. Which I don't know if I told you guys before, but I kind of prefer my favorite weight is a 3/16. And then from the 3/16, a lot of people go 3/16 1/4. I'd rather go 3/16 5/16, which is a teeny bit bigger than 1/4, but gives you a little bit of difference and more in the fall rate between a 3/16 and 1/4. 1/4 does give you a little faster fall rate, but I like a little bit fast. I mean, a little bit different. So this is kind of my opinion, but everybody has different opinions on that stuff. And I also got some of these to try. I've been really curious. I've gotten some of these in like some of their packs, but wasn't getting really the ones that I wanted to see. Those are just more of the same. Got some 3/16 3/0 of these swinging shaker heads. And funny thing is, they didn't put it in a bag, but they put me a bag in the bottom of the box like I needed another bag. That's strange. Anyway, it was free, so I guess it don't matter. But so I've got some different ones. Anyway, so I got some different sizes of these, of the axle jig head for swim baits. They got 1/4, 4/0. There should be. Where's the smaller ones at? No, I'm sorry, I'm trying to find the right one. There it is. That's what I want to see. I thought I done cleaned everything up, so it's hard for me to even find stuff. Dang, I'm sorry. I guess I'm gonna put them away. What about that? No. I have some other stuff sitting here that I was getting out to organize a different way, but it's nothing I wanted to see right now. But I got this for the little 4-inch swim baits, up to a 4.5, 5-inch. I wouldn't go bigger than a 5-inch, but an 1/8 ounce. If you fish a lot of vegetation, 1/8 ounce keeps it up higher, so you can swim it over top of the vegetation a lot better. But you do have to slow down when you use an 1/8 ounce, or reel your bait slower, because it'll come way up to the top, and you'll find out if you do it. But I do want to catch it. I want to see the motion on these. I haven't even really used them on the other one yet. Now I think about it, I've got some other swim bait heads and stuff that I prefer, but I kind of thought I'd like to try these, especially for vegetation. Oh yeah, okay. So it's got a nice swing, but I have some articulating heads, which means they kind of go back and forth and kind of go all over. Means that basically the head, instead of being like this, it has a pivot point. It actually has a head. Then it usually has like an EWG style hook, or sometimes it has a screw lock hook. But it has like a swivel, not a swivel, but a split ring from the head going to the hook. So it gives it more of a freedom of motion. The one thing I could see happening with this, now that I start really just thinking about it, I have to try it just to see. Now, it would be great if it just punctures the fish's mouth and he's holding it like this and everything stays like this. But if he grabs it, and let's say this is up in the top and it doesn't pop in, I can see this ripping the whole head of your swim bait off because it'll pull forward. I mean, unless it has a lot of well, most of these swim baits don't have that much elasticity to them. So I don't know. I have to try it, but I still think it'd be kind of cool. So now on to the other order. I did this in 2 separate orders, and I don't know why I did, but because I didn't see the other stuff. I didn't see these on sale when I first did these things on sale. But they had these on sale for like, I want to say these were like, for a pack of 3 or like $3 or something like that. I was like, damn, it's cheap enough. I almost want to try them out. I usually don't buy much stuff unless it's on sale. I know a lot of people have been messaging me on Reddit and on Facebook talking about right now the Japanese yen is really down. Then the American dollar went really down when the stock market kind of went down. But they were talking about taking advantage of the yen versus dollar, buying stuff from Asian Portal, buying stuff from Japan Lure Shop, and from Japan Fishing. Which, I mean, they're trying to ask me if I want to buy some stuff with them. I don't really need to buy anything right now as far as like reels and stuff like that. But I told them, I said, it's pretty good right now. I mean, you can get like the Gidgebiggin, the Daiwa, I always say that name wrong, Daiwa Jiggabiggin. You can get that for like $260, I think. You can get the Air TW, which was the Air TW is one of my as far as high-end reels go. Probably my favorite high-end reel would be it's right in front of me now. Okay. It's this one here. The Calcutta BFS. And I also really like the Calcutta Shallow Spool Edition. It's a BFS, but not really BFS. This has, the difference between these two, that has FTB, this has centrifugal brakes. That's why I throw a little bit bigger baits and stuff with it. I love both of them because they fit my big ass hands really good. They're not big though, don't get me wrong. They're still a 30 size reel or 30 size round reel. For high end reels, the Air TW I like a lot. The Aldebaran, I like it a lot too. But I've actually been trying like just the TW80 with the Tatula TW80 with the Gumexus spool. But your Gumexus spool was like $20. This is a really good reel for for intended purposes. But another reel that has really surprised me a lot is this guy right here, this Lungzi. This right here, if you're looking for a cheaper alternative to the Calcutta, get you one of these. This reel here is pretty awesome. I'm not too thrilled about the handles, but they're okay. But still, for budget, you can't really beat that Silver Feather. You can't really beat that Cast King Valiant Eagle 2. I would put them above the Shimano Corrado BFS. They're a better reel in my opinion. There's still a couple other things out there that's pretty damn good, but anyway, I'm sorry, I went off on a tangent there. So let me get into here. Okay, I have another brown bag just kind of sitting on top. But this one has something in it. Okay, let's see what they put in this little brown bag. Kind of strange. Be nice if it was something I didn't order. And it is not. I ordered some swim jigs, and these are just the Axel swim jigs. They had these on sale. I go on their app all the time, just looking on their app, and they had these on sale for I think $2 a piece. And this was the 3/8 ounce 6/0 hook. That's a big hook but this one is called Grass Smash. I thought it was good enough bluegill kind of color, so I wanted to get these to try out. Would have been nice if they had put something I didn't order in the bag. Okay, so they had all this stuff was on sale on their app. I got some bigger square bills. I like a big square bill. I like a super small because everybody and their mama is throwing the 1.5 or they're throwing the 2.0. I like going something a little bigger. This is the Cloud 9 Mini Mag 3.8. I got these because they were like super cheap and I like the color. This is the Crush 50S Silent. I got some little mini 25 MDs just because they were on sale. This is more of the same stuff. This is a color I haven't seen before and it was on sale, so I wanted to try it. This one's called Clown Gill, and this is the 100X, which is basically like a 2.0. It's 5/8 ounce, right? Is it 5/8 ounce? Yeah, 5/8 ounce, dives 2 to 5 feet. Yeah, so it's like a 2.0. But what I really got on there for was because they had these on sale. All right, so let me get these out. They had the flow gliders on sale, so I picked up 5 of them. Mainly because I'm getting my son into swim bait fishing. And I picked these up. They were, I forget what they normally are, but they had them on sale for like, I think it was like $18, if I remember correct. There ain't no paper in the box, so I'll have to go back and look through my emails and find out. But I know they were on sale. That's the only reason why I got them. These are like a 1.6 ounce, I think. Yeah, 1.6. And I got bluegill spawn. This one I think is, yeah, shad burst. I like that shad burst a lot, especially when the water's clear, which I don't think we have any kind of, we're not gonna have clear water for a long time here, guys. I don't know about where you're at, but I know we're not gonna have clear water for a long time. This one's Ghost Shad Scales. Just a little bit different than the shad burst. And this one here is Bluegill Fire. And then we have a 4K bluegill, which I wouldn't mind fishing these colors. I have tried these a little bit. They remind me more, as far as action goes, let me get that out. They remind me more, they're not as choppy as a Chad Shad. A Chad Shad's very choppy. You can really chop it a lot and get a lot of good pop, 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 pop kind of action out of it. These are more, they're somewhere between an S-Waver and a Chad Shad. An S-Waver is very good at S movements. Very good at S movement. That's what makes it so good. And that's why Tactical Bassin talks about them so much. But I think here lately, they haven't been talking about them as much because there's been so many other good glide baits for the price range coming to the market. They've been kind of pushed a little bit to the side. Like these right here, in a pinch, you can make them chop. Now they're not going to have the same pop, 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 pop action. It's going to be more of a pop, pop, pop. It's not going to have the same chop, but it is going to have a nice chop action. So it's just a little bit different. they are also kind of a little. I thought I had them sitting. I thought I had one. I don't. I moved it. I put them away. You see, when you have stuff sitting here for a while and then you don't have it here, it's like, nope, you don't. Don't think about it. You don't have it. I also ordered. Anyway, they're. Don't get me wrong. They are not on the same plane as a clutch. A clutch is more. Can do all kind of glide bait. They don't do it as good as some of the other things. Don't get me wrong, but a clutch you can do a lot of stuff with, and you'll get a lot more bites on the clutch. But is it worth the extra money? Extra money is always what people talk about. You guys know me. You know I love baits. I don't mind. I don't really throw expensive glide baits from the bank. I know a lot of people on YouTube do. I have lost too many of them. The first one I lost was a Roman maiden, and I was sick to my stomach because I couldn't get it. I was like, ugh. And I was so pissed. And it was basically maybe a 2-pound bass. Had me around a tree branch, and I couldn't do anything with him. I couldn't move him. I couldn't get him out. And he was probably in about. I actually walked out into the water, and I couldn't get to him. There was like a drop off of where he was, and it went down probably, I don't know. It was way over my head. That's the only thing I know. So I started sliding, and I had to realize either I'm gonna go diving and might lose my rod, or might find something else. Don't know what I was gonna find. Or I had to break him off, and so I broke him off. And I hoped that he would throw my bait because it was a floater and the bait would come up. No, didn't happen unless somewhere down the line it floated up and somebody got my Roman maid. I lost a Roman maid. I lost it's a citizen. It was a soft bait. I can't remember the Citizen 7 or something like that. I think, damn it. And I lost one of the original Gan crafts. And I also lost a Depths 250 eye slide. Not eye slide, wherever the hell the damn Depths name is, I can't remember now. I know I've got them on my boat. I still got a few of them. But I was like, okay, I'm not doing this shit anymore. It don't matter if you have 20, 30-pound line. If you're in a snag out in the middle of the pond or the lake or river, you might as well just hang it up. Don't matter. Now I have dragged some big-ass snags off the bottom. I ain't gonna say I haven't. Fishing like with big heavy rods with 65-pound braid and just pull that motherfucker in. But sometimes it don't work that way. Sometimes you don't get your shit back. And when you don't get your shit back, you have to be prepared to lose it. Now, that's why something like this comes in, that I can put this on my son's rod. Right now he's fishing with spinning gear. He's fishing with a short surf rod for swim baits. It works, but I can give that to him, and if he loses it, it sucks. But okay, I understand. If I lose something expensive, I get mad. I'm like, God damn it, motherfucker. Anyway, I digress. I'm going to link this stuff down below for you guys to take a look at it. I don't know if it's still on sale or not, but if it is, it was a pretty good sale. If it's not, sorry, I keep forgetting to post this shit. Well, I found something else you can do. that makes these things stay on way better. These little lure keepers here that I like to use. I was using just the, I just put some more on, there it is, okay. I was using the smaller band, but what I've started doing is using the bigger band and wrapping it around twice. You can see I got 2 sets of wraps on here, and that thing don't hardly move at all. And I don't like it, I need to move this one over here. I've been trying, everybody told me to put the bands, people, not everybody, I don't mean to say everybody. A lot of people were telling me to put the band down here. But it slides around. But then your hooks start digging into your cork. Like this is like starting to tear up my cork on my Orchie 10 X10. So it's starting, this is the cliffhanger rod. It's starting to tear up my cork. I've been still trying this reel a lot. It's okay. Verdict's still out with it. That's the High Star. But it's basically the same reel this one here is, but this one here is more expensive. See what I just did? I just got shit wrapped up there. Oh, fucking thing. I got pool lights above me, pool table lights. This is the GIU. I've tried this a little bit, just casting in the yard. I ain't really fished with it. It has very similar qualities to that, but it has a weird way that it likes to put the line on the reel. It kind of leaves a space over here. You guys can see that. See that gap? And I thought maybe, and I pulled a lot of line off. As you can see, it's not all the way full. I pulled some line off of it, re-spooled it, pulled it off, re-spooled it, pulled it off, re-spooled it, went out, tied line to my building, walked almost to the end of my fucking driveway, which is a long driveway. Came all the way back. Well, not my whole driveway, but the section that goes from my building to where the main part of my driveway is. You gotta come down through the woods to get to my house. Nobody even knows where my house really is. And I like that. As I get older, the more I hate people. I don't hate people, don't get me wrong. I hate morons. But and just casting this reel out in the yard, just trying to mess with it and play with it. I can't make it stop doing this. And it'll catch. When the line's coming off, it'll catch that groove. And when it catches that groove, it tries to bird nest. So I'm still trying to figure it out. But right now, I can't really recommend this reel. I'm still working with it. But as it looks right now, it's a no-go. For this, I know they put a lot of stuff on sale. His Star has, but they're still, for the money, I would much rather my subscribers get, if you're looking for budget, get you one of these. But you guys know what this is. This is the Aurora Hika 50. I have several of these that I ain't really put any line on yet. Just have them as backups. These are fantastic reel. I mean, fantastic reel. Be careful with the BFS spool. If you put line on it, especially if you put fluorocarbon and you tie it directly to the spool, you can warp your spool. Now, if you tie it the way I showed you to tie them, you're not going to warp your spool. But these spools are kind of soft. The silver feathered you can't go wrong with. But if you're looking for budget, they've got these things so cheap. If you want budget. And I don't even know if you can get the Casking Valiant Eagle 2 anymore. I think they're trying to come back out with it again. I think it was a pre-launch to what they did with the American market. And now I think they're trying to push the American market with the kind of, it's basically a Valiant Eagle 2's rebranded. That's all it is. That's all it is. But I think the Valiant Eagle 2 is prettier. especially that black edition. What else? I guess I need to stop fucking talking. I'm sorry, guys. I get on here and just start talking because I've had so much stuff that I haven't talked about that I need to talk about. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get off here. If you have any questions, ask them down below. I'll be glad to answer them for you. Till next time, y'all stay safe, stay dry, stay hydrated, and tight lines.